of Photoshop for Beginners, Part 1. I know when I started on Photoshop many years ago, there was little to no information available on the internet, so I'm hoping that my video will help some of you out. If you're watching this video today, I'm basically treating you like a beginner, like brand new to Photoshop. So to get started, if you would like to start a new project, you would simply go to File. You can open a new project, or if you would like to open an image, which is what we are going to do, I'll just show you the new project. There are different options that you can choose. You can name your new project. You can choose what document type you would like to use. Custom is generally what you will be working in. You can set your width, your height, your resolution. You can even select whether you want a white background or a transparent background. We are going to File, Open, and then you are going to find your picture that you want to work with and say Open. Right, we are going to start. First off, on the right hand side will be your layer. Never work on your original copy. So to make another copy, Control J and turn off your original image layer. Okay, so the first tool that we've got is your Move tool. When you click on it, it will show you the Move tool. This tool is basically used to move things around within your document. Okay. Your second tool is your Marquee tool. You get a rectangular marquee, elliptical marquee, single row and single column marquee. For rectangular marquee, you can simply drag it and make any shape rectangular that you would like. However, if you would like a square on PC, simply hold your Shift key, click and drag, and it will make a square. The same with the elliptical tool. If you just drag it, you can make any shape with it. However, if you hold Shift and click and drag, it makes an exact circle. Okay. The lasso tool we'll get back to in part 2. Then we have your selection tools. You have a quick selection tool or a magic wand selection tool. Magic wand is generally used when you have a big surface that's all the same color and you can select it. I'm just going to show you on here. For example, it selected my whole white image because it's all the same color. If you look at my layers on my right, it's a white background. However, if you have a flower or a person that you are trying to cut out from the background, you would have to use your quick selection tool. Once you've selected your quick selection tool, you have your options at the top here. You have a plus and a minus. So if we click on plus, I'm just going to make my brush a bit bigger. If you click on plus, you would simply drag it over the flower, or depending on what image you're using, person, etc. Then I'm going to zoom in by holding Control plus, and you can see that some of it isn't selected nicely. So since we used the plus on the inside, we would have to use the minus brush on the outside. However, this brush is too big, so I will minimize it and simply click, hold and drag, and I'll fix it up with a plus again. There we go. I'm going to do the same here at the bottom, as this is also not nicely selected. Once again, I'd have to go to the minus and simply drag it down there. Once you're happy with your selection, which we're not at this stage, let me just fix here with a plus. There we go. Once you're happy with your selection, you have a refine edge option at the top. Here you would have to click Smart Radius and basically make it 0.5, 1, 2, depending on your image. It will actually show you what it's done. Smooth your edges. 5 is a bit much. 3 on this image will be fine, and I click OK. Now I'm going to hold Control and press the J key on PC. As you can see, once I put that layer off, I have just the flower. So if you wanted to put a different color background in here, for example, further down you would get your paint bucket tool. Once you click on it, you can select the color that you would like. Sorry, let me just take a step back. Your colors, you have a foreground and a background color. The foreground color is always the one that you will be using. So let's say you use 2 colors often. You can keep them there and you can rotate between the 2 with your arrows. In this case, we're going to make the background pink. So I've already selected my bucket, but now I don't want to just place it because it's going to go over the image that we've just made. We would have to create a new layer. So we're going to say up at the menu, layer, new layer. And then we are going to select none at the color. Okay, and it will give us a transparent layer. We can now fill it with the color that we want. It's on top of the image, as in your layers on the right hand side. So simply click on it and drag it below the flower in order for it to appear as a background. Okay guys, that's all we have time for in this short tutorial. If you liked this video or if it helped you, please hit the help or the like button and subscribe to our channel to make sure you don't miss out on part 2, where I will be discussing all the other tools. Remember, you are also welcome to leave in our comment section any tutorials that you would like to see in future.